Today's gonna be a quick one, ladies and gentlemen. So, posted today in my Instagram about ads, and so like the DMs are coming in, people are asking questions about Facebook ads and what really changed. So obviously, you guys aren't ads professionals or an agency. So with iOS, I think it was 14, maybe one of the iOSs that came out. Facebook and Apple, like they got into a little argument, and now you can't do the same ads that worked back in 2023, 2020, 2022. They just don't work now. So like how they were successful running Facebook ads back in the day just doesn't work in 2025 and now going into 2026. So here is a real quick breakdown so you guys fully understand what needs to happen with Facebook ads. Everything depends on your creative. A lot of salon owners and stylists and booth renters and whatever you do, you create content. That content needs to be really good. It needs to be dialed in. So that content organically does really well. That's what you want to advertise. You want to make sure that someone looking at your content, they know exactly what you do. They know you do hair. They know that in your caption, it tells the story about how you transform this client from a level 4 to a beautiful blonde. All of that written text and written copy inside of the ad is part of the creative. So whether it's a carousel reel, whether it's a picture, whether it's a video, a regular reel, that's all your creative. Spend more time now on creating pieces of content that organically do really well. That is what you're going to bring into the Facebook world to advertise and market. The better you can speak to your ideal client and like speak about the service that you're excellent in, whether it's extensions, microblading, haircuts, waxing, the more control or the better Facebook has at serving that particular piece of copy to your ideal client. What happened years ago was we would pick our audience, we would pick our age, we would pick our demographic, things you're interested in. Now with Andromeda, Facebook does all that for you based on your creative. So based on who stops and looks at your video, who it speaks to, it creates the audience based on that. The words you're using in your headlines and in your written copy of the ad. It needs that information in order to serve it and find the right customer for you. So I'm going to share my screen real quick. James, can you hear me real quick? You got my screen? All right, cool. So James, let me know if you got my screen.
It's on there. You want to see it?
Beautiful. Cool. All right. So that is not it. This is it. So in my third post on my Instagram right now. So if you're watching this on YouTube, it's probably going to be buried down a little bit. But I did a quick reel on the quick campaign strategy that I use. What you're going to want to do nowadays is you want to create a bunch of different pieces of content, like a bunch of creative. So it's going to be carousels, it's going to be reels, it's going to be pictures, and you want to put them all in one ad set. So your campaign will have two ad sets in it. It's going to be one ad set full of beautiful pictures, great carousels, great reels that speak to your ideal client to come in for the service that you're marketing. What you want to do is hit a quick duplicate that ad set. And then the things that you're going to change is the audience. When I say audience, the first ad set, you want to make sure you're targeting everybody in an 8-mile radius around your salon. So right here on the PDF, this is cold prospecting campaign. This is going to target anyone, like you could play with the age a little bit if you wanted to. Like you can go like 20 to like 45 if that's your ideal client's age range. The most important thing here is you just pick your location. 8 miles is like a really nice number on a radius around your salon, and you want to show this ad to everybody. So if let's say you're showing it to men, you're showing it to women, even if you only do female clients, the guys who see the ad might show it to their girlfriend. The older mom, like if you broaden your age gap just a little bit, might show it to her daughter. Her daughter might show it to her mom if you're targeting older people. So that's why you want to have a nice range of age, I feel, and of also male and female. If you specifically don't want to show and target any men, then don't. Then pick females, pick your age. But the most important thing here is your geographical location, what you're targeting. You're casting a wide net. Now you're retargeting. This is where the magic happens. This is how you lower your customer acquisition cost. So there's a couple of terms you want to understand when it comes to advertising, especially on Facebook, but advertising in general. How much does it cost you to acquire a customer? So if you are just a blowout bar and you're spending $30 to acquire a customer and your blowouts are $30, you're ultimately losing money because you're paying commission, you're paying the person to blow the hair out. If you're an extension artist and it costs you $30 to acquire a customer, well, guess what? There's enough margin in doing the extensions. You probably make that up with the hair that you're selling. So there's a couple of things I want you to really pay attention to before you start even advertising. Your customer acquisition cost, that's going to be built in your ads. Before that, you have to make sure your retention rate is dialed in, 80% or above. You got to make sure if you're spending money to get people in the door once, they come back 2, 3, 4, and 5 times. That's crucial. If that's not the case, go back to the drawing board, fix your services, fix your experience, and then come back to running ads because you're going to waste money and you're going to go broke. Now let's get back into retargeting. So with this, with your retargeting, anybody who's engaged with your ad, with your social media content, visited your website, that's who you're showing the second ad set to. They already know who you are. You kind of built a little trust with them. They're engaging with your content. This is where you chase them around the internet, around Meta, Facebook, or Instagram, and your ads keep popping up. And then the variety of ads you have in that ad set, it shows it to them. So if, let's say, a particular person really engages well with carousel ads or carousel posts in general, they always slide. They seem to be converting from that. Guess what Facebook does? It shows them that ad. Now, if someone doesn't really pay attention to them, it's not their type of ad. They really like to watch reels. It will show the reels you have in an ad set to them. And so you want to make sure that you have the pixel set up properly on your website. All the conversion, all the tracking, all the retargeting is based off of the code or the snippet of code or the pixel on your website. That's crucial. If you don't have that, you can't do this retargeting. What that pixel does is it gives the information and the data to Facebook to let them know who went to your website, how many times they visited your website, did they engage, did they make a purchase, like if you have an e-commerce store. So that is so crucial that you have that pixel set up. So real quick, because today's gonna be a quick live, I want to make sure you guys fully understand this. Before you start advertising, you have to make sure your retention rate is above 75%, let's say. You have to make sure you're really dialed in with the experience because good marketing makes a bad product fail faster. You have to. Once your retention rate's great, you got a lot of reviews, your Google page is like fully optimized, like everyone's leaving you a review, there's a bunch of 5 stars there. Because when you run the ad to people, they're going to check you out. They're going to look at your reviews. They're going to go to your social media. They're going to look at your content. If they come in and they hate their hair, they're probably going to leave you a bad review. That's why it's important that you have a really good service you're doing, because if you throw fuel on that fire of you being a bad hairstylist or a bad salon, it's going to amplify the amount of bad reviews you have. Okay. So let me just say that. Now, next, the pixel. If you don't know how to do that, find someone like myself who can teach you how to do it, or find someone on Upwork or a virtual assistant, or I wouldn't really go to an ad agency because you don't need an ad agency anymore. With AI and with your ability to create content on your iPhone, you can create all your creatives that are really good. There's a bunch of CapCut courses. Go to the people on Instagram and TikTok, follow what they're saying, and then create your own videos. You don't need somebody to do it for you. You do it yourself. Now, with that done, you can go to YouTube, watch 50 videos over the next 10 days and learn exactly how to do this. Set it up properly. For your pixel and your code, it might be a little more difficult and challenging for people who aren't tech savvy, but that's why it's important to have a website. That's why it's important to either have a Shopify store because you have an app that you just upload, put in your credentials, sign in, and your pixel's right there. So you don't have to go into your header or your H tag and like add this snippet of code in there. So it's without the pixel, it's like having a really bad haircut. You're driving people in. You're not going to be able to do the second part of this retargeting. So in this PDF, if you guys want access to this PDF, do me a favor. And I want you to DM me on Instagram, like, hey, can I have the the PDF in the ads video I saw on YouTube and on your live. I'll send it over to you. This will break down exactly what you need to do. This is showing you exactly how to create a custom audience. So when it comes to your audience, website visitors in the last 30 days, service page viewers, specific pages on your website. Now, the cool thing is you could show the person who visited the page talking about highlights on your website, only show them pictures and reels about highlights. More than likely, that person has an interest in that service. They're going to book that appointment for your salon. Same thing with extensions. So you could still get really creative, and you could really dial in this part of the advertising to your custom audience. It's just done a little differently now. So video viewers, people who watched 50% or more of the video, the educational content, the product review, you have some control over Facebook. It's just on a different level now. I think this is better personally. Like the people years ago who loved Facebook ads and made a ton of money, they were really good at called media buying. It's stupid now. You don't even need a media buyer because Facebook algorithm Andromeda is going to do it for you. But if your content sucks, you got to fix it because people are going to look at your content. You're not going to have no trust. You're going to retarget the people and they're going to be pushed away. Spend some time learning how to edit, learning how to actually write headlines and put the words in your text copy so it speaks to your ideal client and tells them a story about how amazing you are. That's so crucial. So spend the time on that. Spend the time on really making the organic content good. When it does really good, that becomes your ad. That ad already did well for you organically. Once you put fuel on that fire, the whole neighborhood, whole community comes to you. So in this PDF, it breaks everything down for you. Stage 1 of retargeting, stage 2 of retargeting, creative strategy for Andromeda. So you're not going to do this same photo with different text overlays, same video with different thumbnails, completely different formats, angles, peoples, and messages. You want to make sure that each one of your ads is completely different because inside that ad set, it's going to show and test those ads to different people. Really important. So some angles to test, a pain point, a transformation, social proof, your reviews, testimonials with clients. I wouldn't do urgency here. I know it's in here, 20% off your first visit. That's for people who are budget salons. If you want to do that, go ahead. Authority, you could introduce one of your stylists who got certified in extensions. Curiosity, the number one mistake people make doing their hair at home, right? Things like that. When it comes to budget, monthly budget is here. Think of a daily budget, all right? $10 a day for 30 days, $300. Not going to learn a lot. Like you need to give this some money to test out your creatives to find which one's the best. Now we have optimization. All right, so I want to say this real quick. Prospecting, your budget splits 70%, and then retargeting 30% in the beginning. Then what I like to do is I like to flip this around. So once you have a really engaged audience, I start adding more budget to my retargeting. Might go against the grain for what people say, but I think it works really well for me. So this is collecting the information, getting the people to know you exist. This is now retargeting to these people. All right. And what else do we have in this PDF? I have a quick little checklist for you. So week 1, week 2, week 3 to 4, and then ongoing weekly maintenance so you know exactly what to do. And that is it. Guys, advertising is not hard. It really isn't. You can do this. If you want help, do me a favor, go to nickmirabella.com, go hit the apply button and shoot me a message in the application form. We'll get a conversation to see if I can even help you grow your salon. Because right now, if you don't have a good retention rate, if your reviews suck, if no one's finding you organically, we got to fix that first before you even start advertising. If you're dialed in, clients love you, and you just need more clients to know you exist, this is the way to do it. So that's it, guys. That is the quick little breakdown of the new Andromeda for Meta ads. So hopefully, if you guys have any questions, like I said, come to me on Instagram at Nick Mirabella. Shoot me a message. I'll be happy to give this PDF to you so you're not lost. And you don't have to hire an agency for $4,000 a month or $1,400 a month for them to do this for you. You can do it yourself. It's not difficult. All right. James.
Nick.
Is there any questions I can answer real quick?
Pretty cut and dry. Would love any recs who can delegate making ads to thank you, Nick.
Yeah, I would go to Upwork. I would find somebody, go to your local college, your local community college, your high school, if they have like an audio-visual department, and find an intern. That's probably the best, most inexpensive way to do it. Or you just learn the skill yourself. Guys, it's so easy, like to edit either on your phone, your iPad, your computer. It's not hard to create ads. Like it really isn't hard to make these videos. I'm telling you, it's so simple to do. And now with AI, it makes it even easier. So James, we're going to sign off because I have a class at 1 o'clock that I'm teaching, but I just wanted to make sure I went live and I just gave you guys some visuals of what is inside this PDF. It's pretty robust. It's pretty amazing. So hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.